Good evening. This is Muriel Gerhardt again, and I'd like to share another vignette with you, if you can take it. This is part of a series, and this is the third in a series of one of the most interesting romances I have had in my life. And this is the third part, and it's called Fine Romance on a Rainy Day in Manhattan. Glasses, glasses, glasses. Here we go. The exams were over. Thank God. If there had been one more exam in that series, I would have quit. There is so much one can take for the privilege of working in blackboard jungle. Yet, on the other hand, one had to admit that the challenge was exhilarating. Youth is optimistic, and I was young. And as we all know, we the young can definitely do a better job. We can fix the ills of society, so we think. We can make the crucial and critical differences. We were the new blood. We were not jaded by our experience, which left their marks on our future performance. Wow, the things we really talked ourselves into believing. However, the wear and tear of the exams, the written content section of the teaching exam, the speech exam, the lab exam, the classroom lesson we had to plan and teach to a group of youngsters we had never seen before, and then the final denigrating interview had left its mark. I was truly exhausted. But I reframed the term exhausted to the word tired, as if it really helped me feel any better. All of this would have been enough stress for a normal individual under normal conditions in this dysfunctional world. However, I had a few other stressors I didn't want to acknowledge. If I did not acknowledge them, then according to Muriel's law, they didn't really exist. And furthermore, if they didn't really exist, they would have no impact on me. In my later years, I discovered that this was called denial. I also learned that denial had a very bad habit of rearing its ugly head and taking its toll on one's life. In other words, denial served only as a temporary delusion. In still other words, denial did not work. One could not deny for long. It always caught up with you. Returning to my stressors, my mother was sick. No denial. I had to face it. She was very sick. I stood there, helpless and hopeless, as a very beautiful woman, who was often mistaken for my older sister, was being transformed into a thin, emaciated, ghost-like figure. She was disappearing before my eyes, but I was blind. She had a rheumatic heart condition and had been placed on a salt-free diet. I was surprised to learn that practically everything we eat contains salt, and what a difference salt makes. Let me give you a guarantee. If you want to give up eating in one fell swoop, try a salt-free diet. Eating nothing is more tasteful. However, Mama needed salt-free food, so I made it part of my daily ritual on the way to NYU, New York University, to stop at a health food store and purchase salt-free bread, salt-free rolls, cookies, and cakes. Maybe Mama would eat some of these. To no avail. They didn't tempt her. They were all equally tasteless. What was obvious to everyone but Papa and me was that Mama was very sick. You would have thought that this would have registered on what I jokingly refer to as my brain, but it just seemed to meld in and get lost with all the other concerns, such as passing the damn exams, getting the science teaching license, completing a master's program in science education, and preparing for a summer wedding. And now I was faced with a minor incident, Or should I view it as a major dilemma? I did not know if I was in love with two men. I tried picturing myself singing a fine romance with two men. When, oh when, did I become a hen? Not funny, my inner voice said. This was the time when humor did not do it.